Hey guys, how's it going? I am Mike Pytel. Today I'll be your host for the ECX podcast. This is going to be podcast number 2, and we're here with Braden Earhart. Braden, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you today?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Working hard.
Same, dude.
I am excited to be able to ride soon. I probably got like 2 weeks left.
I'm really looking forward to you being able to ride.
Yeah.
I know, like, moving in wise, I was broken off, and now...
Yeah, timing has worked out interestingly. So me and Braden moved in together. It's been almost a year now, right?
It'll be a year in August.
But yeah, I mean, time went fast. But yeah, you had your torn ACL when
Yeah.
I wasn't injured. And then by the time you were able to ride again, then I broke my wrist.
Yeah,
so.
I think I had just started back on it
Yeah.
when you guys were in Virginia.
Yeah, so not coordinated well there. But when I am good, we're going to get started on our duos edit.
I'm really looking forward to that.
But yeah, so I'm excited about this Sunday.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Newport's 25th anniversary event.
Yeah, we're going to be celebrating the 25-year anniversary of the Newport Skate Park.
Yeah, it should be super sick between the scooter event, the BMX event, and the skate event. Like, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm really hyped. We get to give away cash for tricks. We're doing a best trick style. We also just had the 1997 caps just dropped. These are the logo from ECX back in 1997 when the skate park opened. So it's a really cool throwback to that. We've had a handful of logos over the years. Each one has had its time, its glory, but something sits special about this one. This is the one that, like, the stickers were everywhere all around Newport and Delaware.
They still pop up sometimes in new places, and I love seeing the different logos around. Like, there's plenty of diamonds hidden out there too, and
Yeah.
it's really cool to see the progression of the logos and shit.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, anytime we've done a sticker run, we always make sure to do like high quality vinyl stickers. That way it's not just something that you're just slapping around and then it's gone after a year. I mean, our stickers last. They stick
Yeah.
around. So that's always cool to see. Yeah. So one thing that's really cool about the anniversary of the skate park coming up is how many riders have grown up riding there and have moved away or
Yeah.
stayed in Delaware, and also how many events have been going on there for so long.
There are definitely some iconic like Newport clips from back when I first started riding that like are seared into my mind and have really affected like the way I ride now. And they're Newport clips and classic riders.
Yeah. I mean, you're a big 540 air kind of guy, so I already know you're talking about the 900, right?
Yeah, the 900 is seared into my mind.
Yeah.
That and the 900 is great, but that hop over the fence for joy when Ryan lands it,
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I still want to figure out how to jump over that fence.
It's not that high.
I don't know, I got off like that.
The ramp's a little bit smaller now, but it's still doable for
Yeah.
sure.
I remember the first couple times I was like eyeing up nines. I was Newport's mini, and
That was the first quarter I ever tried to flare.
interesting.
Everybody said it was the extension of that old half pipe, and everybody was like, yeah, just go up and like do a backflip and you'll figure out the rest. Went just straight backflip, hit my head on coping, got knocked out, slid down the ramp with like the knockout
fencing
arms.
sands. One of the Newport moments that super sticks out to me is it was one of the ECX contests. Colin DeSilva did a 540 flare at the end of his run.
Into a Manny, right?
Landed in a manual, went to 180. So world's first 540 flare to manual to 180. That's Newport too.
Well, so the Newport Skate Park contests have been some of the longest running events that are still going on in the United States. Mostly just because a lot of the different events that were going on, the skate parks closed. Like back when I was younger, I remember XW was a pretty big series for the East Coast, the indoor skate park in Buffalo, New York. And after that closed, I mean, those stopped, but the Newport comps kept on going. So, and then even like SD 10 or 11 was like the last one they had, right?
Yeah, I believe that's where they stopped, yeah.
We're launching these hats for the anniversary, and we also just got those live on the TikTok shop because that's been popping off lately.
It's been really cool to see the most recent social media push with ECX. I feel like once, now that I'm getting back into riding, I look forward to being a part of it, but seeing it really take shape while I was out was extra motivation to get back sooner.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot going on all our social media. We're really trying to up it. I mean, right now, sales for the scooter industry are dipping down, and they always have over the years. Been doing this long enough to kind of spot those trends and all. But to me, as a rider-owned shop, this is the time that we need to do more events, more promotion, more with social media, not doing less, not pulling back, not dropping riders like other companies do. I mean, right now is the time to invest in the sport. Because if the riders don't all actually put that work in and make sure it doesn't die, then it will.
I think the push is definitely felt in the community. I've been doing more traveling than I have in the past couple of 6 months, and people are excited about our mobile Sundays, excited about the new hats, even the new stuff we're putting out. People are excited in a way that I don't think I felt as much so in the past year. So the push is definitely working.
Yeah, and our TikTok account is popping off pretty good right now. I think we're currently sitting as the biggest United States-based scooter shop on TikTok, which is pretty sick. We just launched the TikTok shop. We got a bunch of products going on there, which is their own e-commerce platform. So I'm really hopeful that'll take off.
It'll be really interesting to see how the TikTok trend progresses in our industry.
Yeah, I mean, as of now, everybody kind of just knows that Instagram is like that conglomerate. Like, if you walk in a room of 100 people and you say, hey, I have Instagram, not a single one of those people is going to be like, you have a what? However, if you walk in a room and say, oh, I have TikTok, there's going to be people that are like, what's that? Why do you have that? This and that. Kind of like, if you walk in a room and say, oh, I use Facebook, there's some people that are like, oh, yeah, I love Facebook, still use it every day. And there's other people like, you still use Facebook? So right now, the standard is Instagram for sure. So I could definitely see the tide shifting to where if TikTok does become the standard for where you post your scooter clips and where you're going to be seeing stuff, we're going to be sitting pretty nice on top of that trend. So, I mean, everything with social media, everything with online, it's always going to be forever changing. So we just got to move on to what's next. And a lot of people are saying a lot of negative things about Instagram between the platform and the company itself. So if those, all those things domino down and TikTok takes over, we're going to be ready for it.
I think the change in Instagram's feed is really going to be the downfall. It used to be timeline based, and now it's just this random algorithm with ads.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's cool. Most platforms, they kind of like build up an audience and then they start to push out the user as the customer to where you're having the paid ads by the big businesses. And that's how, those companies make all their money. With TikTok, they're pushing their e-commerce platform, which is its own, competing with like Amazon, for example. And if that works, that's going to kind of put a little bit more money and a little bit more power into the creator, unlike what Instagram is currently doing. So that should be good. It'll only be a couple years until they then take the power back away from the creators, like all these big social medias do. But it'll be a little bit better of a land grab while it's going on. And it'll be a good way for riders and businesses like rider-owned shops like us to make a little bit of money over some of these, big money guys. So now we're going to have some of our other ECX riders come on the podcast and talk a bit.
And I'm going to try not to hit my head.
So one of our newest riders is going to be Mikey. He's going to be joining me on the podcast. Everybody, let's give it up for Mikey. Mikey, how you doing?
Good, and you?
Hey, I'm hyped to have you here. I'm glad you came through to talk on the podcast. So, Mikey, you're our newest team rider. Congrats on that. It's a big deal. We haven't added anybody new in a little bit, so it's definitely the start of something great. A lot of big changes have been going on for 2023, and I'm really, really happy to have you as, the first major change and the first guy we're adding in a while to get things kicking.
Yeah, and I'm glad to be a part of the team now.
So after we added you to the team, you were able to come on your first official trip as a team rider. We went down to Virginia to ride the new skate park in Annandale. That park was phenomenal. But I mean, tell me how you liked the trip, how it was. What did it feel like being, on your first official ECX team trip on the tour bus?
It was really fun. I really liked it, and I want to thank the whole team for taking me, and it was a great time because I got to go to parks that I'd never been to or seen.
Yeah, hey, no thanks needed. I mean, that's what it's all about. Us riders, we have to work together. We have to build each other up. We have to, collaborate, because alone in this industry, it's going to be really difficult. But with ECX, we're a group of guys, a group of riders, we're a family that gets to work together, to collaborate together, and just help each other out in all the ways, whether it's just riding, whether it's life, whether it's social media, business. We're here for you. So happy to have you on this ride.
I'm happy to be part of the team.
Yeah, and you were telling me you're going to start working at the Newport Skate Park pretty soon?
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. That was my first job when I was 15. I used to work Thursday nights at the skate park. And I mean, back at that age, that was a good little, quick little cash in your pocket. $40 here and there was pretty nice.
Yeah, and I get to work where I actually feel safe and
yeah,
be at home basically.
Yeah, you're second home. You already know what it's like there. Everybody knows you, so it's not like you gotta, go into some job where it's a bunch of strangers, people are gonna yell at you. It's a good environment, so I'm happy for you, and it's really needed for the park. We need somebody to go in there. We need some screws tightened down. We need some holes patched up. Gene can't do everything himself, so all the parents and different volunteers have been helping out lately. It's been phenomenal. So I'm excited to have you, helping out the park as part of ECX too. Is going to be cool because that'll just help, further our partnership with the skate park.
And I'm glad to help out the community there and actually do stuff that I've been wanting to do for a while.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like, I don't know, whenever I used to ride at Newport and there'd be a hole or a screw sticking up, I wouldn't just get angry or upset. I'd be like, oh man, this place needs a little, some extra hands. And it takes all of us because the community has to continue to put that work in, or else things will, those ramps will just fall apart without all these people that are helping, make them not fall apart. Wonderful, Mikey. Well, it was great to have you on the podcast. I can't wait to have you on again and get a little bit more info about who you are and stuff like that. We'll probably have to do, our own episode just to learn about you and your riding. We'll probably have to do that when your edit comes out. You're working on a welcome edit, I hear.
Yeah, I think I need like 4 more clips or 3 more clips right now.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be out soon, huh?
Yeah.
And what's the title of this edit going to be?
Welcome to ECX Mikey Tomchick.
Nice. It's a classic
Yeah.
title. All right, go. I hate you. Leave.
We're doing this again.
And now we're going to have on another one of our longtime ECX riders. Let's hear it up for Davin Horner. Hey, Davin, happy to have you here.
What's up, Paita? How are we doing tonight?
I'm doing great, talking a lot, working a lot. I've been working, just getting down the social media game, the marketing game, just redoing everything. I mean, this year's been it's been fun. So, Davin, that clip you got today at Pennsauken was phenomenal.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I died a couple times on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it happens.
Oh, the first one, I slipped out. I was trying to go in the front 50, and I landed on top of the box, and there's so much wax. I just straight slipped and went right to my hip, and then I landed it. And then the person filming it, Adam, he's not down here, but I landed it. I did a nice cab trick out, and he just didn't follow me. He just kept it straight as I just rolled past him. He was like, I was paying attention to the heat. Who said I was riding on Sunday?
Are you just going to be judging?
I think I'm just going to be judging.
Well, I'm really hyped to have you judging there that day.
Yeah.
You're always coming through, helping the community out, and
I personally like it. I enjoy it, because some people just want to do it for the power. I enjoy it because of the community, right? Making it fair for everybody.
No, yeah, that's what I love about you. I mean, you're always happy to give back. You're always looking out for other riders and all. I mean, that's something that not all riders do that or care.
No, yeah.
And obviously that's why you're part of it.
Boo. Mike down.
But yeah, I mean, it's really important for an older rider like you, any pro that's out there to give back to the community.
And just about pushing people too.
I think I was gonna say that's why we love having you on the team and stuff. Is in addition to being a great rider, you're also just a good guy.
Yeah, no, I know. I try my best, honestly, because some kids be scared to do some things, and I know they can do it, and that's the thing. That's why I say I'm like, you got to do it, because there's, the one homie Jag was getting a clip today, right, and he was trying something, and I was like, there's no way. I was like, you could definitely get a better trick out of that. I was like, you shouldn't just take that, because he didn't want us to film, but I've sat there and filmed Tedrick and Cheaty for hours on end, because we got edits coming out soon.
You have an edit coming out?
I want an edit soon, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have to film a Team ECX edit.
Well, I know. Well, I mean, I guess I already did. I mean, my Florida video was a pretty good video. I worked pretty hard for that.
Yeah, but all of our riders have to film a new, fresh video for 2023.
Well, we got trips coming up, and that's where I'm trying. When we hit St. Louis, that's where I'm really trying to get most of my footage, because I've seen a lot of. We know the one homie, Brennan Wally, in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I've already been talking to him, and he's going to take us to every spot that he knows, because I don't know if you've seen that video or not, but it's like
I don't know.
So many spots.
Yeah, there's a
good,
lot.
good stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this.
the one homie we stayed with in Florida, Wombat, he went and stayed with him.
Good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He filmed half of my video when I was in Florida, which is cool. But he stayed with him for a while. I think he stayed for him a week or two, and he even said we could crash at his crib and stuff. Yeah, I was already talking to him about it. That's the best part of the community, right? Because everybody you can just meet up with people in every location you go to.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna offer you this place to stay, even if we have 10 people with us.
Yeah, friends all around the country.
Exactly, that's the best part.
Yeah, scootering is sick.
I don't like to brag about it, but scooter's taking me a lot of places, which is cool. And obviously, the homies that I have, it wouldn't have happened if I didn't have them type of homies.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys going everywhere, and then Nick and Chi flying everywhere with them, because I've been to Cali and I went to Idaho and stayed with Coates. Idaho's crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many spots. The skate park roads. You ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Under the bridge. That park is massive. So the park is half street and half park. Literally, it's split right down the middle. The whole one side's the street section, and the whole other side's the entire bowl.
But yeah, so then after the 25-year anniversary that's coming up this Sunday, we'll have 2 more Mobile Sundays to wrap up this month.
The one after that's where?
The next Mobile Sunday after this Sunday is going to be at Wilmington Skate Park.
Okay. Braden's hype. I love it. Let's get excited.
The Sunday after that, we're going to be doing a Pennsauken Mobile Sunday, which that is going to be interesting.
No, there's going to be a lot of people there. There was already a lot of scooter people there today.
Yeah.
There was a couple kids there.
Well, yeah, and that's what's cool. Like, similar to like when we went to Black Rock, it should be kind of similar vibes that like, some of the locals at Pennsauken were like, wait, you're coming here? You know, because we're going to have like 50 to 80 scooter riders riding depending on the weather. I mean, we had 50, 60 on a windy, cold, 30-degree day.
And
so
there were so many people. Even for, what was that? That was Quakertown.
Yep.
Quakertown.
yeah, that was the Quakertown Mobile Sunday. We had about 60 scooter riders, most of which were adult scooter riders, which has been really cool to get like the actual core scene out to
Well,
our
I
events.
guarantee you announce that you make the Pennsauken one, but I think even the Wilmington one too. But I think
Yeah.
Pennsauken because a lot of the Jersey homies that I know are definitely going to pop out because I'll let them know because B-Pair got a couple homies that I know from my hometown that actually scooter, which is cool. Like
Yeah.
kids that are just starting to again after not doing it for a while,
Yeah.
which is always good to see.
Yeah, so we took the bus out there for a little day trip just to ride the park after they built it. But now I'm
Did you guys go there? Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
guys did go there.
yeah, we went. Just it was a smaller bus trip. It wasn't a full team trip or anything like that. It was just a little day trip to check out the park. But this time around, we'll have a full 11 guys in the tour bus. We'll pull up to the Mobile Sunday, and it should be a really good time. So
Did you go there when it was prefab?
yeah, I've only been to Pennsauken I think like twice back when it was the prefab, and I've never been to Maple Shade because every time that I want to go with somebody, it's somebody from around here that's been there so many times that they don't want to go, and I don't really care enough to go alone. So I've just ended up never going because we'll end up going, we'd rather go to Pennsauken over Maple Shade. So we just would end up doing that. So just one of those parks, even though it's not that far from here, I've actually never been there.
Pennsauken's actually the first place I ever did a backflip.
Oh, fun.
When it was
On the hip?
Yeah, on the hip, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, they don't have any fly out there.
Next, we have the one homie who just drove up from North Carolina. His name is Jag. We rode him today. We're going to have him on for a little bit. I'm going to talk to him, and we'll see what he's got to say.
Yeah, so I'm going to hop off the pod. I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, tune into the next one.
See you guys later.
Nice seeing you, dude.
All right, what up, Jag? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
This is Jag. So he's from what, North Carolina or South?
North Carolina.
North Carolina fact. You like it up here?
Dude, it's great up here.
It's your first time, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because you said you're from the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, dude. There's no scooter riders, dude. Barely any parks.
So when you pull up to a park and you see a bunch of scooter riders, it's
Dude,
definitely
I get so hyped, yeah.
Yeah, see, like that's different up here because usually the ratio here in like Delaware and Jersey is you have more scooter riders. Even though sometimes they're more kids, it doesn't matter. It still shows out to the scene. And if a kid pops in front of a skater, while he's trying to do a trick, you just be like, hey, like you got to watch out and just give a couple tips. Did you like Pennsauken? Pennsauken was cool.
Yeah, that park was great, dude. It was definitely beaming out there, but it was great.
Dude, it was hot. It was the hottest day of the year so far. It was 90 degrees, and it's not humid yet, thank God, because I know down south the humidity is unbearable. I actually, when Wyatt lived down there, I spent some time down there, and the parks down there are even sick too. Like, how far are you from Lexington?
About 2 hours from Lexington.
That's not too bad. Okay, so that gives me a better idea where you're from. Because not only did Wyatt live there, but Nick and Tommy also lived there too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know Nick and Tommy lived there? Yeah, so Nick and Tommy lived right outside of NC State, where there was a good amount of spots there, and they actually got rid of them because I don't know if it was us riding them. You've seen one of Dante Hutchinson's clips is from there. It's I'd have to show you the clip. It's crazy. He does like a garage, like it's like a rail hop, but it's like 13 feet tall. A lot of videos have recently been filmed there, and I think it's becoming bigger. Believe it or not, North Carolina, that whole scene. Because I don't know if you saw like all the European riders and all the ethnic riders were going there too. They make it like a big stop for them because there's a lot of crazy clips there. All right, so you said you're coming out with an edit soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long you been filming it?
About a year. It's been a little bit.
Facts, it's been a year already. Wow. How many clips you got so far?
Dude, I don't even know. I got a big handful.
Oh, do you really? Yeah, I gotta see some of them. I was like, you want to give me a quick sneak peek on it? But the clip today, right? We went to a like it's called a safe spot, skate spot, right? It's a skate park, but I don't know if it's a skate park. I'd rather call it a street spot over a skate park anyway. But there's these two little rails just directly next to each other. I'm not gonna give away the clip, but Jag got the crazy clip. But yeah, have you been to the shop yet?
I have. I think I went yesterday morning. Pretty cool. It's my first time at a scooter shop.
Facts. Yeah, I was gonna say that was probably. You even go to Daniel Dare's?
I live like
Really?
4 hours from there.
What, from Scooter Farm?
Yeah.
That's crazy. The fact that ECX is your first scooter shop, that's so cool. You saw the back?
I didn't see the bag.
Oh, dude, Pytel's got to show you the back. It's sick. We used to have a half pipe in there.
I heard about that.
But yeah, it's actually good that you saw the shop now because it's fully stocked. Because we don't have that much inventory usually. Because Pytel has been doing a great job on getting us a bunch of scooter parts. And he's pushing the online store. I know he's definitely had a lot of sales online. I know he's had a lot of customers in, which is good for the shop. How long are you guys staying?
We're staying till Monday morning.
Monday morning.
So we'll be at the.
You'll be at the gym.
Yeah.
Facts. Like you're riding.
Maybe.
You definitely have to ride. I'm not riding. Like I said, I'm judging. I said that earlier. You guys have plans to go to the city, right?
Yeah, we're going to Philadelphia tomorrow, and there's talk of going to New York Saturday.
Oh, that's right. He was saying going to New York. Yeah. New York's sick. We just actually took a recent trip there. Yeah, for the day. You take the Staten Island ferry over. It's free, and you just push around Manhattan. And just there's a million spots in just lower Manhattan, which is like the southern tip of the city. If you guys go there, there's a lot of crazy spots in New York. Have you ever been in New York?
I have. I went last year. My dad
New York City?
My dad did not know I was going.
Oh, really? Did you go to ride?
Mm-hmm.
Facts. With who?
Some of my friends from back home.
Oh, you guys just like stayed somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Where at?
Right in Times Square. It sucked.
You stayed in Times Square? Oh my god. It was expensive?
Yeah, it was like $400 a piece.
$400 a piece? Was the place bad?
It was really nice.
It was really nice. I was gonna say, well, at least you had that. I've never stayed in New York. I mean, I've only gone there for the day because of how expensive it is. But yeah, it's like a 2-hour drive for us. So when you get up there, you take the ferry over. The ferry's free. That's the sickest part. And then you meet up with like all the New York homies. Because last time we met up with a couple of the kids that ride like LES and stuff, and they took us to a bunch of spots. My worst injury was in New York too.
Really?
Yeah, I blew my ankle out. I tore 3 ligaments in my ankle. There's these ledges next to the World Trade Center. I don't know. You know Tuddy?
I do know Tuddy, yeah.
Tuddy saved my life. We were probably a mile and a half from the ferry, and he had to push me all the way back to the ferry. And I had to drive home 2 hours and go to the ER, and they couldn't believe it wasn't broken. But yeah, they were like, you definitely had to have torn something. And I was out of the game. I felt like Braden, honestly, because I know that pain he's been through, and it's just not fun. You had any injuries?
Not major ones. Like I've sprained ankles.
Yeah, you sprained ankles, but never like anything crazy. I've never broken a bone, as far as I'm concerned. I might have broke my wrist, but I honestly don't know. Nah, it's definitely the worst, because just sitting around watching your friends ride is just the worst. I can't stand that. All right, well, thank you.
Of course.
Come back soon. And, we always got the homies on the podcast. I think Pytel is going to hop back in now for a second. Thank you, bro.
Awesome. What a great guy. So that was good to hear from him as well while he's here, while he's staying at your guys' place. So that was nice.
Cool. I had a quick question. Where's Wyatt at?
Wyatt? He's maintaining these cameras. He's our cameraman. He's behind the scenes doing it all. But he had his surgery recently, so luckily that means he's one step closer to riding again. The downside to that was that he's not feeling that great right now. So I appreciate you filling in. Braden, thank you. Davin, thank you. I might not be on some. He might not be on some. These podcasts are not just me and him. These are just going to be ECX in general. So anybody can hop on.
As far as I'm concerned, we have people here every weekend. So, I mean, it should get more interesting the more amount of people we have through here over the next year. It should be pretty cool. We need to get here. We need to get Jared here. We got to get Jared on the podcast.
That would be a really good one.
Yeah, right. Olay and ECX talk, which would be cool.
That would be a big one. I mean, we got plenty of local ECX riders. We got plenty of local riders in general. And we got a bunch of guys that are going to be visiting and staying. So we got a lot of things planned for this podcast. The whole idea of this platform is just going to be able to get stories out, to get information out, to get education out.
I got plenty of stories, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you do too. You've been in the game longer than I have.
I got a handful, yeah.
And you have your own trick.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can say that.
More than one, actually.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But the main one, that Pytel flip, with all them kids out there who don't call it a Pytel flip, I'm tired of that. Cancel that right now. I'm canceling every kid that don't call it a Pytel flip.
Alrighty, yeah. So that was great. Thank you so much for talking on the podcast. Braden, again, thank you. Make sure to come on out to our upcoming Mobile Sundays. Check out the website. We got a calendar on there, but we got Wilmington and Pennsauken like we were talking about earlier. So, yeah, come on out. Hope to see you there. Tune into the next podcast.
Yes, sir. See you guys later.
Thank you, guys.